What up, Crucial Pot of Just Mike? We're back in here, back on another one. Got some sports news for you guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We're talking boxing today, and we're talking Paulie Malignaggi versus Zab Judah. Basically, the battle for Brooklyn, and this was a battle, albeit a one-sided battle. This was like a controversial boxing match, I gotta say, but in the end, Paulie Malignaggi came through, getting the W and escaping with the victory. Well, he didn't really escape with the victory. I think it was handed to him. You know what I'm saying? But this fight was kind of weird. You had Zab Judah coming in. This guy is a seasoned veteran. And basically looking really good the first 5 rounds. I mean, even getting a knockdown. He scored an official knockdown, which was kind of like a slip up by Malignaggi. And, they gave him the official knockdown. But even with that, he was not able to win this. Malignaggi went in a unanimous decision. And it was just weird. Like, Zab literally hit the brakes in the 5th round. I don't know what happened. He just literally hit the brakes and stopped fighting. You know what I'm saying? And then you had Paulie coming in and putting on a clinic. And doing everything right and everything he needed to do to win this match, man. And that's exactly what happened. I was kind of puzzled by it, you know what I mean? I don't know if Zab thought that, since he had the knockdown, that he can just cruise his way and get in the W. Like, he didn't have to put this guy away. But, that's a lesson. Like, if you think that you have something in the bag, you still have to perform, You still have to step up. You still have to provide that firepower. And that's just something that, Zab lacked. I mean, he just totally blanked out. And I don't know what it was. Honestly, it looked like he was in there sparring. You know what I mean? And this is not a knock on Zab at all. I'm not salty that he didn't win. You know what I mean? I think that this was a great fight, but I just was looking for more. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't take your foot off the gas, especially when you already have a knockdown. You know what I mean? You don't take your foot off the gas and go light, and that's what Zab did. Now, Malignaggi, he, like I said, man, he won this unanimous decision. And the one thing that you got to know about these guys is they're both like best friends. They're both best friends. So, I guess it was kind of hard for them to fight each other. But like I say, man, it just seems to me like Zab was fighting not to lose, but it looked like Paulie was fighting to have everything to gain. You know what I mean? Like, beyond this fight, and that's basically what he said, man. Like, he said that he was done with boxing, after the whole thing with him and Adrian Broner, that, he was done. Like, he put on weight, he was chilled out, man. But, they told him, hey, you win this fight and we'll have more big names lined up for you. So, that kind of fueled him. And you can clearly see it in the fight. I mean, this guy was fighting with determination, and like I said, that's why he pulled out with the victory. But what's next for Paulie Malignaggi? I think that definitely you can probably say maybe a Broner versus Malignaggi rematch. I mean, it was controversial. It really was. It was sort of like a joke, honestly. But I think it might be some interest in seeing this guy go back in and fighting against Broner, because I think he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's saying, without saying that, if Broner actually wins his upcoming fight, and, they'll be able to do it. But I do think that there's some interest there. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely some interest there. Maybe even him going back and fighting Amir Khan as well, man. But like I say, for Zab Judah, I don't know. Like, I really don't know, man. This guy is 36. Like I said, it's kind of hard to believe that he's been fighting for 18 years professionally. And the guy's still young. You know what I mean? He's still a young dude. He still has a lot left in his tank. But, he lost the last 3 of his last 4 fights. And those coming against Amir Khan, which is a big name, Danny Garcia, and now Paulie Malignaggi. So I don't know where he goes from here. I don't know if he'll be a big draw anymore like he used to be. I don't know if his name holds as much weight as it used to. and I think he's definitely gonna have to win a few key fights to get back on top. But that's just my thoughts, man. Like I said, I want to know what you guys think, so make sure you hit me in the comment box and let me know what you think. You know, make sure to like the video, make sure to share the video to get the word out so people know about this fight. And make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to us already. I mean, we do a lot of good stuff over here. And, you know, it's easy as hitting that subscribe button. But like I say, man, I thought the fight was good. I want to know what you guys think about it. Make sure to share the fight, you know, via Google+, Facebook, Twitter, you know, and get the word out there. You know, let people know what's going on. But like I say, man, that's it for this one. I'll definitely see you guys on the next one. Until then, it's your partner, Just Mike. Stay up. Much love. I'm out.